Happy Sunday. Good morning. This is a book I bought from Robin McClendon. I am on her Patreon site, whatever you call it. She is extremely artistic and shares a lot. And I have learned a lot. My color palette didn't change, but it included other colors that I normally would not include. I am a very bright, lots and lots of bright colors. She has brought in neutrals to my life, and I don't regret it. But this is a book that she made. It is absolutely beautiful, of some of her papers and collage things that she did. So I'm not so sure that Sibylla Court doesn't work closely with her, or vice versa. But I'm looking on here for some inspiration, or possibly just flipping through it. Oh, see, I love that one right there. I love that. Now, I do have some printables, probably from last year. I haven't printed a lot. She does a lot of her own script that she made up. She's an archaeologist, sometimes by trade. She's amazing. But I love the red infused in here. I love the script. Now that might actually work. I really can't see it. That's the paper before the script. She goes to a lot of flea markets and old bookstores, and in Paris and Japan, in different places, and curates things. She's multi-faceted, multi-educational. Oh, see, I like that. That's got a little bit of the number, the symbol, the lettering's coming through, but it's blue. Didn't we say we were going to do brown? We don't have to stick to that. Ooh. I'm using this. Maybe this red. She taught a lot of people how to dye papers and things like that with old rusty things. I had never even, I guess I had thought about it, but never really committed to doing something like that. Mine aren't nearly this beautiful, but luckily she provides printables every once in a while. But I mean, they're just beautiful. I think it's on her Patreon. She's doing a book right now of a lot of handmade paper, and she's calling it the Mudlarkers book, or the Mudlarkers journal, and she's collecting artifacts that she has found, rusty nails, blah, 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 blah. In her travels, she's getting ready to live on a ranch in Arizona. She lives in Arizona. I mean, just look at these. They're just spectacular. Not sponsored, obviously, not even comparable to her as a person with paper, but love her inspiration. Love this book. When I got this book, I was like hyperventilating when I opened it. I just love this. I probably would add in brighter colors. Now that would work for me better. Oh, see, here's a turquoise door. I love adding doors. I love adding rugs to my things, pictures of them. She does rubbings on gravestones. I mean, just beautiful. She did these sea things. I love these. December can't come too quick. Hint, hint. I mean, I love these. I probably would use more of a color palette like this, and not so much sticking to the beautiful browns and all. But I do like this. Now, this is going to be really strange, because the topic for today is assessing, as one does, our wreaths and bows from last year and see what we can still use. A lot of our ribbons and things that we incorporate in our wreaths and bows are very expensive, hard to come by, and so we try to use them more than once. That's our topic for today. What's in the book for today? I don't think I want to use any of this. So, we're going to figure out how well, now I could just block out those poor girls, except that this is not big enough. These colors don't lend themselves, although they, ooh, there we go, lend themselves to natural items and things like that that are in our wreaths. Mine are more natural. They're not as in your face, oh, in your face bright. Look at this one. You know what? Those two go together better. This one's a little dark. Okay. Robin McClendon is going to be featured in my book. Hope she doesn't mind. These are printables. She says use them. It's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go fast forward because this is as far as my brain has gotten. And I need to reserve some brain power for my bows. And the dog is right there again. So, I'm playing with shadows here again. I guess I'm going to have to close these blinds at this time of the year. You can see the shadow from the cord of the light. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll do better. Later on, I do film this later, so I turn the lights on, and the sun is down. So just bear with me for this clip. Sorry. So I did use two of the printables from Robin McClendon. They are absolutely beautiful, and they're jelly plates and or a collage one. I think that one on the left is a jelly plate photocopy, and then on the right hand side is a collage piece that she did and a photocopy of that. She's the one that I have learned how to photocopy my stuff and play with it a little bit more, manipulate it, whether it's in Procreate or something like this, and then use it again. So if I hoard things, it's not my fault, it's her fault. Just kidding. But I'm looking again for some inspiration. I do love this red paper. I have a piece of drawing paper here that I'm figuring out what I want to do with it. The topic is wreaths and bows, and how important it is to reuse our wreaths if we can because of the elements in them, and to take inventory of what we have, what we may need to replace, blah, blah, blah. So here on the inside of this book, the very first page is a wreath of flowers. And I'm going to cut that out. And then in hindsight, I did not need this piece of paper, but I was going to do something else. And then I changed my mind in the middle. The paper said do something else. I'm like, okay. So anyhow, I'm trying to cut the paper down. I don't know why I insisted on still using the paper, but I wanted to hide the paper at this point. Yeah, I don't know why I struggled with that, but I did. And therefore the paper is on the back, and I will glue another layer down. It's okay. But here is an example of a wreath, and a beautiful wreath with flowers. And I just love, it's a pop of color on all this neutral, and the red in the paper, and those extra pages with the margins in red kind of bring in with the red with the florals. I'm kind of okay with all that, and I have a pocket on here and some clear sermon paper, which I'm desperately trying to use this every day somehow, some way, and I'm trying to make a tag in my humble artistic way. And the tag is two-sided, but the other side is just going to be a painted piece of paper. that I went through my stack and found. And, ooh, no, Dina Wickley. One of those Ranger girls needs to make it in here, I think. Anyhow, so this one had some of the neutrals slightly and some of the reds. And I'm like, that'll work for me on the back here, because you'll see the back of this when you flip through the pocket. And my next technique is a bow with washi tape. Not a bow, but like the instead of using twine, I made a washi tape twine out of washi tape. And I saw James Burke do this on one of his recent videos in the last month or two. And I think I've done this before anyhow with paper. If my stapler was working, I would have stapled it, but it's not. So I'm trying to make it work with the supplies I have, and I will pay attention and work on my stapler tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day, Scarlett. So, yeah, I'm trying to thread that piece of washi tape twine through there. I do not have a tiny attacher, and I don't know if I want to get one. I've got 2 or 3 staplers, and to me, I mean, they're almost, they perform the same tasks for me. So now I'm looking through here to see if I can't find a bow. Much to my dismay, I do not find a bow, but I do find something else I can use as a wreath or a circular element that will act as a wreath. But no bows. So you just have to go along with my story of the bows and wreaths. And I like how this looks at the top of the tag. This I like. I don't know if all of it goes together, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So now I'm doing my story. And it says wreaths and bows. Oh dear, I'm never going to be able to read my own writing. I'm not so sure I like this one now. I loved the background. And I love the red that plays off of this red. But I don't know. Wreath and bows add so much to a door, a window, or any large floral arrangement. I like to reuse them at least twice, as some of the elements are rare or sometimes pricey. I especially like the look of matching wreaths on the front of my houses in every window, as one does. So, we're going to like it. Not sure how long that's going to last. And it will go with the overall flow fine in the end. I know. Sometimes I forget that it's not just about this spread. It's about all the spreads. And so far, I'm loving all of it. So we've gotten our brass polished, our basket room, our basket building, outbuilding, organized and ready to go. We have made some jam for the upcoming holidays and sourced all of that. We have our table linens are clean, pressed, ready to go, and they will be steam cleaned again the day before. We have picked out a plaid for our staff to wear. And now we are sorting out and taking inventory of our bows and wreaths and seeing what needs to be replaced, what can be used one more year. We're getting our chores done. Now, tomorrow is a delivery. So it really doesn't have to do with any staff coordinating or anything like that. But we do have to make space available. So, nothing on this page will be used. So this is all going to get covered up. But, oh dear. Let's tack that down a little better. But I love the blues and the reds with the browns and the reds here and a tiny little bit of blue in a couple places. So I like the background. I'm just not so sure I like that, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine in the end. And I actually did use my drawing paper behind this I didn't draw. I might draw tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Haven't done anything since the second day. Oh dear. So much for improving my drawing skills. If they're not improved, now we know why, right? Right. Okay. At some point, oh dear, it's already. Oh dear. At some point, I'm going to need to make a cover on this, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. A lot of times, I don't make the covers to the very end because the story needs to unfold all the way before I can make the cover. So, let's put this label from an onion in our Hobonichi and call it a day. Good grief, I cannot believe this year's almost over. The onion skin's still on it. Part of the onion skin. All right. Uh-oh, I didn't wait for this one to dry, did I? Oh, well, okay. Oh, thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.